Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and we are back on it with, well, not the Inghams today. Fucking hell, that's a shocker, innit? My word. So yes, today we are going to be talking about some comments which have really hit close to home for me. Okay, I know I shouldn't let haters get to me, but this one really has. In fact, it was like a tag team, and I got really offended, and you'll see why in a minute, because I don't agree with any hate. All right, anywhere, no hate. Everybody needs to be happy, 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 happy. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Finally, the Raccoon Christmas merch line has been launched. It is the long-awaited The True Crime Is Not Believing collection. So you can get it all manner of merch, including hoodies, t-shirts, notepads, and even actual Christmas ornaments for your Christmas tree this year. So head on over to the merch store, link in the description box below. Your support is much appreciated. Thank you so much. Let's get right back into the video. So yeah, this comment rather, appeared on my channel recently. I don't remember which one, but I'm sure it was one of the videos which was tearing a certain YouTube family apart. Which one could that be? I'm not quite sure, right? Ingham's, probably, right? Anyway, this person said, "Wow, you are ridiculous, aren't you? You know you're ridiculous, aren't you?" This was called Crime Creepy. Creepy? Is that you, Creepy? Creepy Chris? I know that's you. It must be you. In fact, it's not Creepy Chris. It's Crime Creepy. Has their own channel with over 1,000 subs. I'm not sub-shaming at all. I think it's amazing, especially since your last video got 9 views, which was great. You know, again, not sub-shaming or view-shaming, you know. Everybody needs to start from somewhere. Anyway, not offended whatsoever with that. While you are ridiculous, yes, I am very much in the ridiculous state right now. But this one, the next one, Panda Pop, came on, right, and said, "This channel is a joke, isn't it?" You know, because they found somebody that is of like-mindedness to themselves. So, but the Creepy Crime came back and said, "Disgusting, I hate bullies." Good. Who's bullying anybody? I'm not bullying anybody, right? Panda Pop, the most popular panda in the entire world.
Popular, you're gonna be popular.
He replies, "Crime Creepy, I agree, and this channel isn't about the protection of children, really. More like a gossiping, whining WhatsApp group. I will never understand how they think writing atrocious, vile comments is the right way to go about protecting children." Okay, so Panda Popular, right, I will have to interject right here, right now, right? I don't have any control over the content of people who post comments on this channel, right? I know that's a cop-out, I know. I can delete comments if I should so wish, and I do delete comments if I see that there are any nastiness towards children in particular. So, but apart from that, you know, I don't say anything nasty towards the kids, ever, right? I don't. I try not to, at the very least, you know. No, seriously, I don't. It's just a blanket rule that I do have. Creepiness comes back with, absolutely, it's a money grab. It's a money grab. It is. I've got to say that I'm after money, and money only. Don't clip that clip, right? I didn't mean it, honestly. Please forgive me for wanting to earn a living. And little raccoon babies, they need their food. Jesus, seriously. Yes, I talk about the Inghams invariably. I talk about other things too, but one or two of you may have noticed that I do talk about the Inghams a lot more than other families, right? And I discuss them. I give you a platform to discuss them as well. And I make no apologies for that whatsoever. You know, talk away. Just please tone it down with the discussing of the children in particular. But aside from that, yes, I don't mind giving you a platform to discuss whatever you want to talk. If you want to talk about what you had for yesterday's dinner, do that. I don't really care. I'm just doing my job, and my job is to bring attention to idiots who frequent YouTube, right? And I don't mean these commenters. I'm not calling you idiots. Don't know who you are, right? But I am calling Chris and Sarah idiots because they exploit their children for money, and they do other such things for money and stuff like that. Then someone made a very good point and said 5 of the kids can't give informed consent to being filmed. To which Crime Creepy replied with a simple eye roll emoji. That's classic Mr. Creepiness. I know, right? I don't understand it. What was the eye rolling about? Because as far as I'm aware, right? As far as I'm concerned, as far as everybody is aware, that you need to be able to give informed consent in order to be filmed for YouTube and, exploitation purposes and stuff like that, right? One of their children is 15. She's under 16, right? The other one is 12. Doesn't know the ramifications of being filmed on YouTube. The other one is, 5, nearly 6, right? Definitely doesn't understand the ramifications of being filmed on YouTube. The other one is 3, absolutely doesn't understand what YouTube is all about. And the other one, the 1-year-old, did not give consent, period, to being filmed, to being born on YouTube, to being filmed every day, to being put out for predators every single day. Did not tell mummy and daddy that they wanted that to happen. Do you know why they didn't do that? It's because they don't understand it. They can't even talk, let alone tell what they actually want, right? They can't. No matter how many times you roll your eyes at me, it's not going to change the facts, is it? So come back with an actual argument, please, because that one really, really irritated me. I'm sorry, Mr. Creepiness, but, it's not going to wash with me, all right? Then Troy Marshall weighed in with, yet here you are watching. Maybe you should do what the iFam always say to the haters and not watch if you don't like it. He makes a very good point, except I would say, please, please, please stop telling people not to watch my videos. Honestly, I hate it when people do that, right? No beating around the bush. Why tell people not to watch my videos? Seriously, I want them to watch. iFam shouldn't be saying the same thing either. Chris would be fuming if he knew that his ever loyal iFam were trying to persuade people not to watch. I mean, their views are bad enough as it is. And Troy pops on and says to Mr. Panda Pop, it's you lot that are the joke coming on to a channel that you clearly don't like. Oh, I don't mind them coming on, don't mind them commenting, don't mind them gathering my algorithmic statistics and flying with it. Absolutely not. Let them do their worst. That's what I say. Education is what it's all about on this channel. We're going to educate Mr. Popular Panda.
Popular, you're gonna be popular.
Popular Panda says, this channel is supposed to be about protecting children. The children. Come, the children. I don't see that happening on this platform. I have seen many rude comments about family vlogger children and their parents. No, about their parents, not about the children, right? Okay, yes, some people do comment about the kids and I don't agree with it. I try to stamp that nonsense out, right? I personally don't say anything bad about the kids. I do say things bad about the parents because at the end of the day, it is the parents who are causing the issues to the kids, and I don't want that to happen, right? So but if you see any problematic comments aimed towards the kids, right, feel free to click that little button that says report it. That's right, give it your best shot. Maybe that will work, right? Maybe not, because it's YouTube and they allow exploitation of kids, but what do I know? I think you need to wake up and get what brain you have left out of the clouds. This is just as bad. It is. In fact, I exploit my kids to the nth degree. Oh wait, I'm sorry. I just report on those that do. That's silly me. Mr. Crime Creepiness replied, I don't watch money grabbing boys. I just in the comments. So I think he means by that he doesn't watch the videos. He's just in the comments. So it really grates on me when people say, stop bullying them, but I don't watch your videos or I don't know your opinion of them. You know, the thing is, right, if you have an opinion or if you want to put something out there, you know, you want to disagree with my perspective on a video or on a topic, please at least have the decency to watch the video in the first place, rather than just say, well, I didn't watch it, I just assume you're bullying them. No, watch it and then comment on it, right? That's all you have to do. If you don't have time to do that, then just don't bother, right? Troy pops on and says, but why comment on videos you don't like? Well, to be fair, Ingham's people comment on theirs. Anyway, he also says, no, you're the one who needs to wake up and stop supporting child exploitation. Oh, yes. Now, another comment from Leah says, sorry, some people just can't be educated. What I said is completely true. They can't take the truth, and the truth hurts. It does. The IFAM can't take it. I don't think this is an IFAM. Well, they claim they're not an IFAM anyway. Mr. Pandapop said, I don't support child exploitation. This channel is just as damaging. And Troy replied, no it isn't. He's not doing anything wrong, nor does anyone else. You think what he's doing is damaging? Go check out Tattoo Life forums. The things that are said there are way worse than anything anyone has ever said on here. That's for sure. I'd agree with that, to be honest with you. But, you know, that's not to give people a free pass to call out the kids for anything, anyway. The most popular panda in the world said, it does hurt you, doesn't it? The truth is, there's no protecting of children going on here. No. You all jump on people when this is said. Truth hurts here, doesn't it? Please tell me how you think horrible comments about children and their parents is protecting children. I don't want to hear it's raising awareness, as this is the wrong way to go about it. Well, do tell me! Bloody popularness of the panda fam. What is the right way to go about it? Yes, there are different ways to go about child protection. Yes, I get it, right? My way is not always the, everybody's cup of tea, right? It's not always the right way in people's opinions. I get that. I'm at peace with it, honestly, at this stage, right? I'm at peace with the fact that I can call Chris a predator because that's what he is, right? I can call him that because that's what he is. He's been proven to have done the things that he has done. I'm going to continue calling him that because that is what he is. And it's not my fault that he's bred 5 or 6 children into that lifestyle that he craves, right? It's not my fault he's done that. That's like saying, now I'm not saying that he is one of these, right? But that's like saying, well, you know, let's not lock this guy away for murder, right? Well, let's not do that because, he's got kids, right? We don't want to upset the kids, but we're going to let him away with murder. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. Isn't it a good idea to just let him away scot-free? Never mind the victims, but, you know, he's a good egg, is that Chris Ingham, isn't he? He just did one mistake. He pulled the trigger and, you know, that guy was just in the way. He shouldn't have got in his way, should he? But let's think of the kids in this situation. Let's not call him a murderer or anything like that. Oh, you know, no. He just made one simple mistake. He or she goes on to say this channel is just as bad, if not worse, as family vlogger videos are being re-uploaded. Yes, that makes me worse, obviously. It does. It's almost like I made the content in the first place. It's just the same. The outcome is they are all still getting paid for it. Although the amount of family vloggers that there are on YouTube, I don't see a variety of videos on this channel being picked apart. It just seems to be certain two families. The children's faces are not always blurred out, and I think this is very telling, right? Because they claim to be like, oh, I don't like family vlogging, but you know, it's I just thought I'd have to. I don't agree with the way that you do things, right? But then they go on to say, yeah, but you don't talk about a variety of channels here. You only talk about these two channels. I wonder where this pissed up panda has come from. I wonder, is it an Ingham or is it a Sullivan? That is my question. I wonder. Is that you, Zoe? Is it? Okay, now. They go on to say, you all are supposed to stand for child protection. Do me a favour, this is damaging, not protecting. Well, okay, alright. Just picture this, right? A few years back, there was a little channel on YouTube, right? It was called the Ingham family. They were huge at the time. They had like 1.3 million subs or whatever the fuck it was, right? Okay. And they had like 250,000 views every single day, right? And then I started talking about them, right? Now, not to beat around the bush, not to toot my own horn, not to bleat about my own bloody channel, right? But if it wasn't for talking and getting people to change their opinions on the Inghams, they would have still been the same. Well, they might not have been entirely, but it was due to people like myself and Tattle, okay? I'm going to give them a little bit of credit where it's due, right? People like that on at them every single day. Nobody watches them anymore, right? Hardly anybody watches them anymore. And that is due to people talking about them daily, right? For two reasons. One, it gets people to understand why what they're doing is bad, right? And secondly, because of the amount of people on at them all the time, Chris and Sarah are going off the deep end, right? And that's pushing other people away as well. So if it wasn't for people like us, then their channel would have been going strong, earning millions, right? And, you know, okay, yeah. Are we going to save their kids? No, right? We're not. I'm sorry, but... And I shouldn't say collateral damage. I'm sorry. If I could save them, I would, right? I just don't think there's any going back. I don't think there's any hope for them. The only way that those kids will be saved is if those kids were taken off them. Now, I'm not advocating that they have their kids taken off them, right? Because that's never going to happen, right? And also, I do stand by kids are better off with their own parents, you know, even if it is the Inghams, right? But they would be in such... the exploitation would have been off the charts back then. Notice as well, there's been a change in thumbnails, right? Yes, they still do the clickbait thumbnails. It's pretty shit these days and everything. But back in the day, there was copious amounts of like bikini shot thumbnails. You hardly ever see those anymore. Why do you think that is? It's because people have told them not to do it time and time again, right? Then there was the incident with the life jackets, right? If it wasn't for people like us talking about it and telling them about it and reporting about it, they wouldn't have batted an eyelid. They still don't, let's be honest. But it saved those kids that day. It saved them. And now at least the younger ones are wearing life jackets, right? In my opinion, the older ones should be too. But there you go. They really don't care about child safety. But it's stuff like that, right? Where if you keep on at them, then they have to make change or they know that they are being watched, right, all the time. And that's where change happens. So when you say that this channel doesn't do any of that, you're absolutely wrong, 100% wrong, right? And if you are Zoe or one of the other Sullivans, right, then you'll know from your own experience with your own channel, right? So same thing there. You're not going to get away with it. Stop vlogging your kids. End of story. So they go on to say to Troy, you really have lost the plot. I say you're allowed back. Funny that. So whoever this is knows who Troy is. I know who Troy is. Let's not be, let's not be coy about this. Everybody fucking knows who he is, right? But Panda Pop, yeah, you really know who it is, don't you? Because you've had a go at them in the past, and you've both had a go at them, so it's either one or the other. I wonder which one it is, Sarah or Zoe. Ooh, it's a tough one, isn't it? Troy replied, no, you're the one who has lost the plot, having a go at people for no reason. No one on here has ever done anything wrong. You're just coming on here trying to cause trouble. They are trying to cause trouble, and they're doing it very nicely. This thread was like 25 comments long, right? Causing trouble is Poppy's middle name. Am I right, Poppy? But yeah, I mean, like, let them do what they want, really. I don't really care, It's all about the algorithms, isn't it? Mr. Popular Panda says, so why the videos with children in that you say can't consent are being re-put here? No faces are not always blurred before you give that line. If they are not old enough to consent, why is it okay for this platform to re-put up someone's videos with strangers children in for you all to rip apart? Then I hardly think this is the way to protect children, do you? Okay, now Poppy has a good point. In fact, there I will address that because I don't shy away from these issues unlike certain other people, right? Am I right, Pop? But what I would say to that is yes, okay, yes, some of the kids that I don't blur out, they can't consent to it, okay? At the end of the day, right, I do want to protect children, I do. But at the end of the day, I will not be held responsible for something their own parents did originally in the first place, right? Okay, so that may sound like, oh yeah, they're right, okay, Dougal just doesn't care, right? What I'm saying is I do my best to blur out what I can when I can. It's a fucking pain in the neck. Tell Chris, right, to edit properly so that there isn't as many clips with their kids in, and then I'll be able to catch them all properly in the blur, right? Honestly, blame it all on Chris. But I don't see you over there on Chris's channel telling him the exact same thing. No, why come on to my channel and ask the question when you don't seem to have a problem with the original source? So we had Laura come on and said to Poppy, no, what's funny is that I don't see you in their comments putting the world to rights every day, even though you say you don't support family vloggers. But then again, with your 1 week old account, the words and phrases you use, even though you've tried to unsuccessfully disguise it, it's blatantly obvious who this actually is. Now, this Laura seems to know who it is or thinks she knows who it is. I'm not 100% sure because I'm not studying comments these days, right? I'm not. But Poppy replies with, the problem is, which I've stated time and time again, I don't see such vile comments on family vloggers comments threads so much. That's because they're supporting. I actually don't know where to turn with that comment, honestly. Right, the reason why you don't see hate comments aimed at the kids, right, is because it's all other vulnerable adults, children, whatever, commenting about the children in a positive light. So for example, you might say that if somebody on this channel calls Jay Sabrat, for example, right, okay, I think that's wrong, okay, I would be deleting it if I see it, right? But on their channel, they'll say, oh, Mila, she's so beautiful, right? Now, you'll say, oh, that's a nice comment. This is the issue, right? You'll say, oh, that's not a hate comment. They're not aiming hate comments at the children. No, but what they are doing is they are commenting like a positive about a child that's not theirs, if you know what I mean. Like, so saying Mila's beautiful, or Isla, she's stunning and stuff like that. Comments that are happening every day on their channel, but those ones are still wrong, right? They're very, very wrong. In fact, they can be actually worse than the so-called hate comments. She goes on to say, it's the comment thread here that's disgusting. I am all for protecting children, but I don't see any of this happening here. How do you know or not know if I am an ex-supporter from here, Laura? So basically she's suggesting that maybe she used to be a supporter of this channel and isn't anymore, and has turned on me, essentially. Right? You even have replied to my comment and agreed, silly woman. I realise this is also wrong, and I don't want to support the non-existence of protecting children. So get off your high horse, sweetheart. Oh, lovely, isn't it lovely? The popular panda says, the proof is all in the comments threads here. Why do you keep banging on about IFAM? All I care about is protection of children, something I don't see any of you wanting to do. All you are doing is just as bad. You really are short of a few planks and screws too, I see. Now here's an issue, right? Because that's quite nasty, right? You're saying that people here are being nasty towards like the kids and the parents, right? But you're actually being nasty towards other people as well. So where do you draw the line? You've also been nasty towards me, right? If you think that I shouldn't be nasty towards Chris and Sarah, but what about my kids? What about my kids having to read what you're saying about their dad, sort of thing? You know, that sort of situation. You not think that might be a thing, right? No? Okay. Well, Laura replied, I agreed that there are vile comments on the platform YouTube, not on here, on this channel. How moronic can you get? I know who you are, sweetie. Oh, this is getting dramatic, isn't it? I don't even know who this is. What the hell? Let's go, let's do this. Come on. It's exciting. The most popular panda in the world.
Popular, you're gonna be popular.
You have replied to my comments on here in the past, sweetie. For you to say there are no vile comments on here about children, well, you really are showing your lack of intelligence again. Oh my goodness, how much of a simpleton can you be? Now, this is the popular panda account, right? Joined 1 week ago, commented 27 times on this channel. Thank you so much for the support and the love. It's been so emotional. I didn't realise I had such good supporters. Thank you, right? Joined in a week. You've commented 27 times. You're really helping me out so much. Thank you so much. I want to take this opportunity to thank my friends, my family, and everybody else, including Mr. Popular Panda. You know, Popular Panda. Right. So he's commented on a few other videos, right? One thread was this. They said, another video that has nothing to do with protecting children. Laura replied, it kind of was though, wasn't it? Showing you how to parent. Yeah, good point, Laura, good point. Another one that replied, another time you need to listen and learn about what a reactions channel is. Didn't you listen to Dougal talking about the sponsored ad using the children in it? That's only one example of child exploitation, and you need to get educated. So that's a very good point. Thank you, DS, because in that video I talked about, I did a reaction video to their crap that they put out, but also I did mention about the ad in it, and the fact that they use their children within that ad to make money out of. So yes, that is what this person, clearly they're not watching the videos, so they don't know what it is I'm talking about, clearly. Mr. Pop says, no, all I see is a bunch of gossips who enjoy the drama, writing such horrid comments about family vlogger children who you all claim to want to protect, and writing horrid comments about their children's parents isn't protecting children. Well, it is if, you know, if it makes them change their ways, and it affects change. That's the way it works, sorry. You need to listen and learn. Stop kidding yourself. This isn't the way to protect children. Writing atrocious comments about family vlogger children is wrong. Yourself has said some horrid comments on the children. This isn't protecting them. God damn you. Another one replies, so pray do tell, what will it take for these selfish, self-obsessed parents to come to their senses? And I also blame the platforms who are cashing in on them to, again, what will it take for them to stop? That's a very, very good point, Joy. Why won't they answer the question? What will it take? The problem is that this popular panda actually doesn't care about ending child exploitation. They're just having a go at me and you lot, right? Laura replied, no, well, you're here, aren't you, you little gossip you. No one's horrid towards the children on here as far as I can see. As for the parents, fully deserved for what they've put those children through and will continue to do for money. That's my way of looking at things as well, right? Okay, it's open season on the parents because they're the ones that are putting the kids through hell, right? So I don't really care about Chris and Sarah's feelings, honestly, at all. Panda Pop replied, another one playing on deaf ears. I don't sit and gossip about children and their parents, unlike you and the rest. You really are showing your intelligence here by saying you don't see horrid comments about the children on this platform. You know what they say about blondes. I didn't think that saying was very fair until now. Which is a bit harsh, right? She's, I don't understand this. She's saying that this Laura is blonde. And I don't know where she's getting this information from because, you know, I can't see anything that suggests that anyway. Laura replies, of course I see horrid comments on this platform about children. Another valid reason not to put them all over the internet. Exactly, right? If you see people making fun of your kids or being horrible to your kids, you take them off the internet, wouldn't you? Not just say, here you go, have some more of my child, you know. Maybe go and let their parents know. I'm also not blonde, so yeah, the point is, right, because this popular panda person, right, has a problem with people talking about the kid, but they don't go and tell, they're not telling Chris and Sarah the same thing. This is why I have an issue with this. They don't tell Chris and Sarah the same thing, even though they are doing it, but a lot worse. Another one said, please tell us where the horrid comments about the children are on this channel. They can't, by the way. You know why they can't tell us, right? And I'll give you a clue, right? I'll give you an actual clue, because some people don't know this, right? All the children's names that are on the Ingham's vlogs, right? All the Ingham children's names are blocked from comment on this channel. So it filters out. If you were to comment Esme, it would filter it out. If you comment Jace, it would filter it out. You can't, right? Obviously you can infer it's certain kids, but not specific children. You know what I mean? Panda says, what, like cashing in on this channel and others like it, you mean? A channel that you support? That is a bit rich, considering there is no protecting of children going on here whatsoever. I disagree, but, you know, we've been over it already. There's a huge difference between gossiping and stating facts. Well said, Canine. Well said. I agree with that comment. Panda doesn't, though. She says, there is a huge difference between knowing the facts and putting your own twist on things, turning it into gossip. Don't your own life and dogs make you happier enough? Obviously not, as you enjoy gossiping about strangers and their children online every day. I've seen lots of people gossiping about strange children. Yeah, on the Ingham videos every day, they do that. It's weird, I know. I don't agree with it either. K9 reply, I'm very happy, thanks. I have a very fulfilling life that I don't need to air on YouTube, and I would certainly never put my kids on social media. I have to wonder why you're on here, though, if you don't like this channel. Are you here just to gossip about the rest of us? I'd say that's exactly what they're here to do, to be honest with you. Panda replied, you say you would never put your kids on social media, but you're more than happy to support a channel and its members that rip apart the family vlogger children you all say you want to protect. The difference is I am not gossiping. You all are about strangers that put a short 30-odd minute clip up and you all think you know their whole life. iFam do that too, you know. Have you ever thought about that? Have you ever thought, well, the iFam actually do exactly that. They think they know the kids. They think they know all the family just because there's a 30-minute video that goes up every day. But you don't actually say that about them. It's weird. The comments from you all here and the way the videos are narrated are more damaging. This isn't protecting children. Gosh, another one that is short of a few short planks. Again with the insults. What the hell? Seriously. I thought you were all about not insulting people. I thought you were all about the protection of people in general, right? If they disappear, this channel would be on its arse. It basically already is. The views show this. It's obvious. Everyone is only on here to gossip about someone else's life, more like a whining WhatsApp group rather than an awareness platform. Laura replied, learn to spell and some basic grammar before coming here preaching all about intelligence. It only makes you look more of a fool than you already do. What's that saying? Oh yes, you're short of a few short planks, or a few planks. You're short of a few planks. Yes, that's correct. I'd agree with that. Panda replied, I think you need to give this advice to yourself and friends on here. Some of the spelling and grammar is questionable, yet you try to be smart about it. Oh, and the intelligence of you really isn't there. Is that all you've got? The saying about blondes still stands, although it was unfair until you showed yourself up with a daft comment like this. Okay. Laura replied, how so? I also wasn't being smart about it until you started questioning mine and others' intelligence, then proceeded to make many spelling and grammar mistakes. Again, don't know where this blonde obsession has come from. I'm brunette, just in case you needed it spelling out. So yeah, I don't know why, what's with the blonde, to be honest with you. Bottle blonde then, you really need to get your roots done. Keep showing your true self. You really are short of a few planks and more. What a way to show your support about the children you all claim to want to protect on here. All you have been banging on about is my so-called terrible grammar. I think you need to practice what you preach. There is no intelligence on this channel whatsoever. I find this person quite offensive, if I'm being honest with you. Anyway, Laura replied, you're not right in the head. It's you that keeps going on about intelligence and hair colour. What a way to make your point. I don't have roots or bottle blonde hair. It's fully brunette, FYI. And seen as though you're so obsessed. So that was basically the conversations as has been going on the channel recently by Panda Pop. And I think the moral of the story here, guys, Panda has spoken. Don't vlog your kids and make money from it. I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Maybe I should start up my own family channel. Maybe that will garner the respect of said popular panda. All right. I don't know. Maybe. You never know. Anyway, if you have any comments about this particular person or people or anything, just put it down. If tell me what you're having for dinner tonight. I don't care. Put it in the description box. Well, you can't do that. Only I can do that. Put it in the comments down below. Let me know what you had for dinner. Was it a cheesy slop or was it in fact a beef ridden stew? Until next time, guys.